Special thanks to Patreon supporter Trenchfighter8 for making this video possible.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft World War II tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Arichi E13A1, known by the Allied reporting name of Jake. The E13A was a long-range reconnaissance seaplane used by the Imperial Japanese Navy from 1941 to 1945. Numerically the most important floatplane of the IJN, it could carry a crew of 3 and a bomb load of 250 kilograms or 550 pounds. The Navy designation was Navy Type 0 Reconnaissance Seaplane. In China, it operated from seaplane tenders and cruisers. Later it was used as a scout for the attack on Pearl Harbor and was encountered in combat by the United States Navy during the battles of Coral Sea and Midway. It was in service throughout the conflict for coastal patrols, strikes against navigation, liaison, officer transports, castaway rescues, and other missions, along with some kamikaze missions in the last days of the war. One Arichi E13A was operated by Nazi Germany alongside 2 Arado AR-196s out of the base at Penang. The 3 aircraft formed the East Asia Naval Special Service to assist the German Monsoon Group as well as the local Japanese naval operations. 8 examples were operated by the French Navy Air Force during the First Indochina War from 1945 to 1947, while others were believed to be operated by the Naval Air Arm of the Royal Thai Navy before the war. One example, captured by New Zealand forces, was flown by RNZAF personnel in theater but sank and was not repaired after a float leaked. So yeah, pretty interesting aircraft here. As I mentioned, probably one of the more kind of important and historical seaplanes. It did have a pretty extensive service record, pretty much seen service throughout the entire segment of World War II, and was kind of the main go-to Japanese seaplane to really be used in the war. So pretty cool aircraft and should be a pretty fun build. It's been a while since we visited Japanese aircraft, and we have an air floatplane here which the Japanese really like to use. So yeah, pretty cool aircraft and all that. Before we go and take a look at it, I want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter Trenchfighter8 for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel where you guys already do, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down in the video description, where you can go and pledge a small amount to the channel every month and earn via quick budget you're choosing, depending on which tier you sub to. It helps support the work I do on my channel and is obviously much appreciated, and you earn a vehicle request you're choosing per month, depending on which tier you sub to. So definitely feel free to check it out. Again, link is always in my video descriptions. Anyways, let's go and kind of dive in here, taking a look here at the E13A1 and kind of see what we got going on here. So we have the traditional kind of Japanese camouflage here with the white kind of underbelly, the green kind of top, and obviously the yellow kind of trim there on the leading edges. So really nice looking design. You have the engine cowl right here, standard kind of piston driven type engine. As you work your way back, we have the wings look pretty cool. We even have the little joints here because the wings were designed to fold up, as it was a floatplane that would be on cruisers and ships like that, so they would need to make space by folding the wings up. We have the pontoons as well, so pretty cool stuff there. So gives it the floatplane ability, and then we have obviously the cockpit here, which houses the 3 crew members, the tail gunner, pilot, and I would imagine probably a navigator or something of that sort. And that's pretty much the aircraft. Really nice looking design, I think. Gonna make an awesome addition to your Imperial Japanese forces and stuff like that for any World War II maps or anything like that you guys may be working on. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and move it into our first layer here. We'll be going ahead and start off with layer number 1. Now, if you're completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials is I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is we're building the entire right side and the center line of the aircraft on camera, and then we'll be leaving the left side for you guys to copy over. The aircraft's completely symmetrical besides a few things on the wings, and we'll get to that when we get to that. But it's pretty straightforward and simple and really shouldn't be too complicated to do. But yeah, that's basically how we're going to be structuring the tutorial in case you guys are wondering. One thing I also want to mention is that if you are wanting to build this in the water, we do want to make sure that we have this position at a certain height. So this layer here, layer 1, is going to be exactly 1 block underneath the water. So you can see here this blue concrete representing the water level, and you can see what we have here for basically this layer. So very important to make sure that's correct. To begin with, we'll be placing down a smooth quartz top slab followed by 2 iron trapdoors coming off that top slab going toward the front. We're going to then go back from the top slab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz top slabs back, a birchwood sign on both sides of this last smooth quartz slab. We then want to go ahead and build a space or a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks over. And we're going to then build the same exact row in line with the right side. So you can have both bottoms here of the pontoons built. And again, that's going to be it for layer 1. You're going to do what we did on the right side over here to the left side. So that right there is going to do it for layer 1. And let's go ahead and move into the next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer number 2 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a row of 2 of smooth quartz blocks on top of these 2 iron trapdoors here in the front. We're going to then place down an additional 1 smooth quartz full block coming off that block, and we're going to then place down a quartz upside down stair followed by a quartz top slab. To both sides of the quartz upside down stair here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, and then we're going to go back 1 and 2 direct walls to both sides like that. After that's done, we're going to then place down a smooth quartz block here to both sides of this one, and then going down the center here, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 smooth quartz blocks. And alongside those 7 smooth quartz blocks, we're just going to place down a row of blocks along the outside here, just like that. Once that's done, we're going to place down a birchwood button on this last quartz block here on both sides, and we also want to place down a birchwood button on the 4th from the front block. So 1, 2, 3, and our 4th block here, birchwood button again on both sides. After that, we're going to then place down a row of 1, 2 smooth quartz full blocks in the center here, 2 direct walls to both sides, and we're going to then place down a quartz upside down stair with a skeleton skull on both sides, a quartz top slab going back, a skeleton skull again on both sides, and a smooth quartz top slab going back, and then 2 iron trapdoors like that to go ahead and finish that off there for the pontoon. And you're going to do the same thing over on the other side, and once you have that done, you'll have both your pontoons created, which will look something like this here from up above. And again, if you are having this in the water, this should right here be sitting at our water level. So again, our water level should be right here next to it. So anyways, that right there is going to complete this layer, and with that, let's go and move into layer number 3. Alright guys, go ahead and move into our next layer. We have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of this quartz top slab here on the front of this pontoon, and we're going to then place down a smooth quartz upside down stair coming off it like so. We then want to place down a second green terracotta block back, and then to both sides of the first block here, we're going to place down a zombie head and then a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides of the second block. We're going to then place down a red concrete block here in the center, and then a brick wall to both sides. We're going to then place down 2 green terracotta blocks down the center here, and mossy cobblestone walls along the sides of those 2 green terracotta blocks. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Or sorry, my bad, it's just going to be 6 rows of 3 green terracotta. And then going ahead and going to the 3rd from the front block, we're going to place down a birchwood button on both sides like so. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green terracotta blocks going down the center here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 mossy cobblestone walls along the side here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 along this side as well. After that's complete, we're going to go and then take zombie heads. We're going to place down 1, 2 zombie heads, 1, 2. We're going to then place down a dark oak trapdoor on both sides of this green terracotta block, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall there in the center, a dark oak with signs to both sides of this wall, and then a zombie head coming off that mossy cobblestone wall like that on the end there. And that right there is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 3. And taking a look at it from above here, this is what you should have for this layer. Anyways, that right there is going to complete layer 3. Let's move on to layer number 4. Moving into our next layer, we have layer 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and begin with, we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor on top of this quartz stair, followed by 2 daylight detectors back from it. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that the trapdoor stays closed, so if they do open, we're going to then place down a brick slab like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 dark oak wood slabs back, a mossy cobblestone wall, a dark oak wood fence post going toward the inside, so the inside of our aircraft is going to be right in here, so we're going to have it facing on the left side of this wall, on the right side, and then the right side on the left side pontoon. We're going to go then place down 1, 2, 3 dark oak wood slabs back, mossy cobblestone wall here, and the same thing with this fence post on the inside left for the right pontoon, and it's going to be the inside right on the left pontoon. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3 dark oak wood slabs back, and then 1, 2, 3 daylight detectors like that going back after that. And once you have that all done here, that's going to wrap up what we have there for layer 4. And with that, we're going to go and move into layer number 5. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and grabbing ourselves a placeholder block, so a block that we can easily delete later and tell apart from the build. We're going to go up from this slab here, place down a block like this, a zombie head coming off the side of that block facing toward the front, and then we're going to then delete the block and then place down a zombie head coming off the back of that one, so just like that. After that, we're going to be going ahead and going to this dark oak fence post, and we want to go ahead and go up from it, so just like the zombie heads here, but we're going to go one over. So it kind of is positioned like this. We're going to do the same thing for a zombie head, so a zombie head like this, and then a zombie head around the back of it, like so. After that's done, going ahead and going back from the zombie head here on the center line, we're going to place down 2 barrier blocks, 2 stone buns on the sides of those barrier blocks, a mossy cobblestone wall on top of this one here, and then a dark oak fence post on top of this fence post like that. Actually, sorry, it's going to go up and toward the inside there, like so. And right there is going to basically be it for this layer. And with that, that's going to complete layer 5. And with that, let's move into layer number 6. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 6. For layer 6 to go ahead and get started with here, we want to start off by placing down a direct wall on top of this zombie head right here. Going back from that direct wall, we're going to place down 2 barrier blocks. And just like we did for the previous layer, we're going to place down 2 stone buns on the side there, and then a direct wall on top of this mossy cobblestone wall on the end there. Once we have that done, we're going to then go up from this zombie head. We're going to go up, and then we're going to go one over toward the inside here. And then go into the back here, we're going to be going ahead and going up from this dark oak fence post up, and at an angle going up like so. We then want to go ahead and go off of this dark oak fence post here in the front. We're going to place down a iron trapdoor coming off it, and you want on the top portion of the block, so just like that. We're going to place down a second iron trapdoor going forward, followed by 2 quartz top slabs, and then a dark oak trapdoor on the very front there. Going back from this iron trapdoor, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just take out 3 past this dark oak fence post here down the center line. Going to our sides here, between these dark oak fence posts, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors, and then we're going to place down 1, 2 that go toward the rear. We're going to go then place down a row of 4. So coming off this iron trapdoor, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go do a row of 4 again, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we want to go and then do an iron trapdoor coming off this direct wall like so. And then one more coming off that iron trapdoor like that out to the outside. And once you have that done, this is what it should look like up above here for layer number 6. And with that, that's going to complete this layer, and we'll move into layer number 7. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 7. For layer 7 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down an iron bar. That's going to go on top of this dark oak trapdoor here. Coming off that iron bar, we're going to place down a polished black stone slab going forward, and then going back from the iron bar, we're going to place down a black concrete block. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 smooth quartz blocks, a smooth quartz upside down stair, 2 smooth quartz top slabs coming off the upside down stair, and then 2 iron trapdoors like that coming off that slab on the end there. Moving out to the sides here, we're going to go off of this polished black stone slab. We're going to place down a dark oak upside down stair, followed by a second stair directly behind it. We're going to go then grab ourselves a polished black stone wall and place it down coming off the side of this black concrete block with an item frame coming off the side of that wall, a black concrete block in the item frame. And then if you are on Java Edition, you can go and place down a dark oak sign on the side of this wall. After that's done, we're going to go then place down a dark oak upside down stair. And we want to go then place down a smooth quartz upside down corner stair coming off that stair like so. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 smooth quartz blocks, 2 green terracotta blocks, and then a smooth quartz stair, followed by 1 and 2 skeleton skulls going back. Once we have that done, we're going to go then switch to our yellow concrete, and we're going to go off of this first smooth quartz block. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3 yellow concrete blocks out to the side here, and then 1, 2, and 3 birchwood top slabs. And then after those birchwood top slabs, we're going to take our iron trapdoors, and we're just going to place down a row of 3 of iron trapdoors out to the side there as well. Once we have that all done, we want to go and then grab our smooth quartz, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz upside down stair, and then we're going to place down 1 and 2 smooth quartz top slabs out to the side here, followed by 2 iron trapdoors, just like that. Once that's all done, actually sorry, it's going to be 3 iron trapdoors out to the side there. So once we have that done for our next row here, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down 2 green terracotta blocks, a smooth quartz full block, and then after that we're going to place down another smooth quartz full block, so you have a row of 2 here. followed by 2 quartz top slabs, and then 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors out to the side. Our next row here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block here, followed by a dark oak wood stair after it, and then a dark oak wood corner stair coming off the stair. We're going to go then place down a smooth quartz full block, and then 1 and 2 smooth quartz top slabs to the side here, and then 3 iron trapdoors out to the side like so. Our next row here, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood stair in this corner right here, facing that direction. Coming off that stair, we're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs over, a dark oak wood stair, a quartz top slab, and then an iron trapdoor directly after that. And then come off this stair going back, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab as well. With that all done there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for this layer. We have our wings kind of started, and our fuselage starting to take shape as well. So that right there, again, is going to do it there for layer number 7 for the build. And with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number... Alright guys, go ahead and move into our next layer. We'll be moving into layer number 8. For layer 8 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and place down a stone brick wall, which is going to go in directly on top of this iron bar right here. And then we're going to place down an additional stone brick wall going forward, a polished andesite block on the front here, and then a skeleton skull coming off the tip there. We then want to go ahead and go back from the stone brick wall with a black concrete block, followed by 2 green terracotta blocks. Right here, if you do want to build an interior, you're going to go ahead and leave this spaces 7 left open. After those 2 green terracotta blocks, but if you don't care for an interior, you don't plan on adding one, just go ahead and fill this in with a row of 7 of black concrete. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green terracotta blocks back, and we want to go and then place down a what is going to be a row of 2 of quartz top slabs, a skeleton skull, and then a iron trapdoor coming off the skeleton skull, just like that. Once we have that done, going back up to the front and working our way out to the sides here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top of this stair and have it open up toward the outside here. And then coming off the trapdoor, we're going to place down another trapdoor behind it. We would then want to place down an iron bar right here, dark oak wood trapdoor coming off of it, and have it closed as well. And we're going to then place down our black concrete block and our dark oak wood trapdoor on the side there. Taking our green terracotta, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 back, and then mossy cobblestone wall, 2 brick walls, and then 2 dark oak wood trapdoors back as well. Once that's done, we're going to then place down a iron trapdoor come off the side of this quartz top slab, then 1 and 2 trapdoors back from it, so you have a row of 3, 2 iron trapdoors here, 2 like that, and then 1 like that up to the side there. And once that's all done there, that is going to basically do it there for our fuselage, and we're going to go and start working our way into the wings. So the wings here, to begin with, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood trapdoors right here. We then want to go off for this trapdoor, 1 and 2 green carpets, and then 1 back. We're going to then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor here, and then 2 green carpets back. We also want to go ahead and grab our yellow carpet, and along these 3 birchwood top slabs, we're going to place down 3 yellow carpet. We then want to place down 2 dark oak wood trapdoors here, and then 2 green carpets back. Our next section here, we're going to grab ourselves a lever. We're going to place a lever here on this quartz full block, and then a dark oak wood trapdoor, and then another lever like so. If you're on Java Edition, we're going to also take an item frame and place it here on top of those quartz blocks on the same, or basically on the bottom there of the lever. After that, we're going to also place down a green carpet on top of this iron trapdoor. Once we get done with that, we want to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood, or row of dark oak wood slabs, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, and then a spruce wood slab. We're going to go and then do the same row again. So 1, 2, 3 of dark oak wood slabs and then a spruce wood slab. And we're also going to go and grab ourselves a zombie head. We're going to place down a block here from the previous layer. And we're going to place down a zombie head right here in this, on top of that block, just like that. And then we're going to delete the block underneath it, and you have that design there. Once we get to this point here, we're going to go and take our dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair on the first iron trapdoor here, facing that direction, followed by 1 and 2 stairs back, so this turns into a corner stair. Then we have 2 regular stairs back, and then a spruce wood slab here on the end. We're going to go then grab our smooth quartz slabs. We're going to place down a smooth quartz top slab coming off the back of this corner stair, followed by 2 brick top slabs, and then a spruce wood top slab. We're going to do the same row again, quartz top slab, 2 brick top slabs, and a spruce wood top slab. We then want to place down a zombie head coming off the side of the spruce wood top slab here. We're going to do a row of 3 of smooth quartz top slabs here, and then 2 coming off the center 2, just like that. And once we have that all done there, that is going to pretty much wrap up what we have here for the aircraft. One thing we're also going to do for this layer while we're at it is we're going to go ahead and put the props on the aircraft. So pretty simple design here. I've done it a few times already on my aircraft, but to begin with, we're going to go ahead and go into this polished andesite block. We're going to go ahead and go 2 polished blackstone slabs to the side, and then a birch top slab coming off that. We then want to go ahead and go to the opposite side here and place down a polished blackstone wall coming up from the polished andesite block at an angle, followed by a second polished blackstone wall, and then a birchwood slab that kind of goes up at an angle like that from it. Going down, we're going to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone wall here on the bottom, a blackstone wall that kind of works its way to the side, and then a sandstone wall coming down from it. So looking at it from the front here, you should have something that looks like that there for the props of the aircraft. Anyways, that right there is going to complete layer number 7 for the build, and with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 8. Alright guys, going ahead and move into our next layer, we go ahead and move into layer number 9. For layer 9 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron bar that's going to go ahead on top of this stone brick wall right here, and then coming off it, going forward, and place down a polished blackstone top slab. Going back from the iron bar, we're going to place down a black concrete block, 2 green terracotta blocks, and then again, you can leave your space of 7 open up in here for interior, or you can go and fill this in with a row of 7 of black concrete. Either one works. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 green terracotta blocks back, and then a smooth quartz slab here on the very end. Moving back up to the front and working our way out to the sides, we're going to place down a polished blackstone stair on top of that iron, or that dark oak wood trapdoor like so, and then going back from it, we're going to place down another stair like so. We then want to place down a polished blackstone wall, dark oak wood sign on the side of it, and then a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 dark oak wood stairs back. We're going to then place down a mossy cobblestone wall, 2 brick walls, and another mossy cobblestone wall after that. And we're going to then take our dark oak wood trapdoors and place down a row of 2, going back, followed by a row of 3 of dark oak wood trapdoors on those 3 iron trapdoors, and then a spruce wood slab like so. We then want to go ahead and place down 2 dark oak wood slabs on top of those 2 iron trapdoors, a spruce wood slab here on the end, grabbing ourselves a zombie head. We're going to place down a zombie head coming off the slab toward the front. We're going to go place down 2 dark oak wood slabs on those iron trapdoors, and then we're going to then place down a zombie head on the side of the slab going toward the back. On the very tip here of the horizontal stabilizers, we're going to place down a spruce wood slab here, and a zombie head coming off that slab facing toward the front there like that. Once we have that all done, we want to go and then grab our red carpet on top of those brick slabs. We're going to place down 4 red carpet pieces on there, and we're going to go and then take green carpet and place it down on top of those quartz slabs, just like that. And once that's all done there, that is going to basically do it for what we have for layer number 9 for the build. And again, here's an aerial view of what it will look like. And with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 10. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we go ahead and move into layer 10. For layer 10 to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood, or sorry, actually a black carpet on top of this polished blackstone slab like so. Going back from it, we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor, a daylight detector, which we're going to go ahead and turn to the night mode. And then after that, we're going to place down 2 more dark oak wood trapdoors back. We're going to place down another brick stair, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light gray stained glass blocks, another brick stair, 1, 2, 3 dark oak wood trapdoors, 2 green carpets, a green terracotta block, and then 2 spruce wood planks going back like so. On the sides of the spruce wood planks, we're going to place down a spruce wood sign on the last one, and then a stone button on the second to last one, so just like that. After that, going back up to the canopy here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off the side of this nether brick stair, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light gray stained glass block, or light gray stained glass panes along the side there, and then a wither skeleton skull on the side of this nether brick stair, just like that. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 10 for the build. And with that, we're going to move into our last final layers. Alright guys, going ahead and move into our final layers. We have layers 11 through 13. For these layers to go ahead and get started with, we'll be going ahead and going to the canopy here. We're going to place down 2 dark oak wood trapdoors on the first 2 light gray stained glass blocks. After that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood button, a dark oak wood fence post with an end rod on top of the fence post, and then we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood buttons on the last 2 light gray stained glass blocks. After that, moving back here to the tail, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of this one here, and we're going to then place down a row of 2 spruce wood planks going back from it. Stone buttons on both sides of the first planks, and then spruce wood signs on both sides of the second plank. We then want to place down another spruce wood plank that goes up from the center there, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall on both sides of that plank. and a stone button on both sides of that spruce wood plank as well. On the very top there, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on top of the tail there, just like that. And we want to go and then grab our stone buttons and our barrier blocks. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 barrier blocks between this end rod and this mossy cobblestone wall. And on top of those 8 barrier blocks, we're going to place down stone buttons along the top there like that for the kind of cable there that runs from the cockpit to the tail. And with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up my tutorial here for the E13A1 Jake. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be a link from a SoundCloud build to link to my channel or this video if this does appear in social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for a project you guys are working on. Again, big special thanks to Patreon supporter Trenchfighter 8 for making this tutorial possible, and as always, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions. And with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as been here to before, and I'll see you guys next time.